Saving lives, preventing disease, and reversing disease. You are listening to Dr. Richardson on Call, brought to you in part by the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine, William Richardson, MD.
This program is not being used to make diagnosis, administer treatment, prescribe medications, or order tests. The information contained is provided as an educational service. This program is not a replacement for the relationship you have with your healthcare provider. If you have concerns about your health, please contact your healthcare provider's office immediately.
Hello, ladies and gents. This is Andre 3000, one half of the group Outcast, and you're listening to Dr. Richardson on Call on WCLK 91.9 FM.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative, holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Hi, I'm Dr. William Richardson, and I'm inspired and honored and truly welcome you to this edition of Dr. Richardson on Call, where the second and fourth Wednesday of every month from 6 to 7 p.m., we will take in-depth, stimulating looks at the major health issues facing our community today. My friends, the mission of this health talk show, Dr. Richardson on Call, is to reverse and prevent disease as well as save lives. On this show, we request, we encourage, and we really demand your participation. Call us and ask your important questions and give your valuable commentaries when we open up the phone lines. Again, I'm your host, Dr. William Richardson, a board-certified medical doctor with over 25 years of experience. My role on this show is to facilitate our listeners in the how and why of making intelligent health choices in quality medical care, disease reversal and prevention, nutrition, diet and supplements, cleansing and detoxification, immune system enhancement, and many other lifestyle and environmental factors. Also, as always, I'm joined in the studio by my brother John Richardson, who is the writer, researcher, and executive producer for this show, to whom I owe many thanks. Thank you, Brother John.
Thank you, Brother Dr. William Richardson, and welcome out there in Atlanta, Georgia, Radio Land, as I, John Richardson, am also honored, inspired, and highly motivated to assist Dr. Richardson in expounding the benefits of holistic preventive medicine, healthy lifestyles, diet, nutrition, stress management, as well as complementary and alternative therapeutics. And of course, we invite you to our next exciting show on Wednesday, October 18th at 6 p.m., where we will be discussing the whys and hows of becoming a vegetarian. That's right. In 2 weeks, we will have the long-awaited show on the whys and hows of becoming a vegetarian. On our next show, we will examine vegetarianism from top to bottom. The fact that there are currently millions of Americans that are already vegetarians and hundreds of millions more around the planet. The fact that meat eating is tied to so many diseases, including cancer, heart disease, strokes, heart attacks, high blood pressure, chronic degenerative illnesses, and about every other illness you can name. The fact that chicken and fish and milk are not vegetables. The fact that too much protein robs your body of calcium and causes kidney stones and gout. The fact that most food animals are raised in factory farm concentration camps that are unhealthy, artificially raised basically, and contain all kinds of chemicals, including antibiotics, steroid growth hormones, nitrates, pesticides, concentrated and concentrated fungicides. The fact that most, actually a large percentage of the Central American tropical rainforest has been destroyed to produce cheap meat for the United States. That it takes 20 times the amount of land to feed a meat eater than a vegetarian. That our gastrointestinal tracts, teeth, and Jaws were not really designed to eat meat when you really look at it, especially compared to other animal vegetarians and animal meat eaters. The fact that vegetarianism is becoming more and more popular as you are seeing more and more meat substitutes, health food stores, health food sections in grocery stores, and on and on. Folks, we're going to take this vegetarianism thing to the limit. It's a large place where health is located. Don't fool yourself. Finally, we will discuss vegetarian food preparation for optimal nutrition, easy meal planning, as well as give you books and classes and resources and restaurants and health food stores to get you on your path toward vegetarianism. So be sure to join us our next exciting show on Wednesday, October 8th at 6 p.m., where we will be discussing the whys and hows of becoming a vegetarian, and we will have 2 guests. We'll see you then.
All right, that's excellent, and we look forward to that.
Certainly.
Now I want to move quickly into our topic for today. And that topic is life extension techniques,
That's
how
right.
to extend your life.
That's
We would like to examine in the next hour how to extend our lifespans.
Yeah, and this isn't just for seniors. This is for us now. The
Yeah,
earlier you start
you-
as a baby, as a child, as a teenager,
That's right.
you're extending your life at that point.
That's right.
Don't wait till you're 60 to
Yeah,
start extending
right,
your life.
right.
That's what a lot of people
Right,
think.
that's true.
Somebody may have switched off the show thinking that, well, that's not for me.
Yeah, some
for
people
grandma.
don't make it to 60.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Lots.
So we're talking about adding years to your life and life to your years.
That's a, what is this? That's a tricky.
Yeah, adding years to your life and life to your years.
Yeah.
It's really important. This is a growing body of knowledge in science that's concerned with how we can truly extend our lifespan. And this is the new millennia, at least one of them. And life extension medicine, anti-aging programs, fountain of youth, young, that's the old search,
In
isn't
terms
it?
of it, yeah.
Yeah. Longevity factors.
Yeah.
What factors make us live longer?
That's right.
Preventive medicine.
Right.
You know, ounce of prevention is still worth a pound of cure, and I
A
know,
ton.
believe
Yeah.
me. Environmental medicine.
Yeah.
Free radical molecular biology.
Everybody hears about this free radical stuff.
Yeah, free radicals.
Yeah.
Nutritional medicine.
Yeah.
Applied toxicology and detoxification. In other words, how do we get the poisons out of our systems
Cleansing and detoxification.
and prevent them
That's right.
from coming in?
That's right.
Applied immunology.
Immune enhancement.
Immune enhancement
Yeah.
and sometimes specific immune treatments, and
Yeah.
then hormonal supplementation medicine.
That's a big piece.
It is.
Hormones are thrown off.
It's all balanced, and it depends on the conditions. Some people couldn't take hormones. Some people need them, this, that. Everybody's different.
Yeah,
That's why,
yeah.
you know, that's what we're supposed to be doing as healthcare providers.
That's right.
It's really interesting.
Not happening.
No, and I could
Not
tell you, I'm going
happening.
to tell you about a case I saw today that's
Yeah.
just ridiculous. But anyway,
Yeah.
today many people are praying to find an open-minded, holistically, nutritionally orientated health professional because they are sick and tired of drugs, hospitals, surgery, and limited thinking.
Yeah.
And, you know, check it out. I'll give you the example in a minute. Furthermore, many studies reveal that 65% of our health is related to our lifestyle, like seatbelts, how you sleep, mental attitude, exercise, relationships, and everything else. 21% due to environmental factors like pollution, socioeconomic status, climate, and then 14% due to genetics and healthcare, hospitals, drugs, doctors, etc. And therefore, that tells us that you are in control of your health, mostly 65% for lifestyle and 21% environment. And it's my contention, check it out, improper lifestyle, lack of exercise, sleep deprivation or wrong sleeping, faulty dietary habits, environmental pollution, yeast, candida, parasite infestations, mostly of the colon, misuse, overuse of medications, vitamin, mineral, nutrient deficiencies, and unbalanced mental emotional states are 86% major contributors to health problems.
And think about it. When you go into a doctor's office, and I talk to the people every day, and so do you, they go in, they finally get to our office after seeing 5 or 6 different doctors, and none of the doctors went over the lack of exercise, the improper to sleep, blah, 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 diet, blah, blah, blah. No one, they hand them a prescription before they can tell them what's wrong. Almost.
Almost. And, you know, I had a case today of a gentleman who had a right-sided chest pain.
Yeah.
And he had been to multiple doctors,
Mhm,
okay?
mhm.
And we're talking about specialists, lung specialists, 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then he had mucus, and they were trying to relate it to the mucus. Well, after we saw the diet, we can knock the mucus and sinus problems out by getting them off of mucus-producing foods. And then in like 20 minutes to a half hour, I had the whole thing figured out. And what it was, this gentleman was about 6'3", had a big head like me, only bigger,
Right.
and was laying with his neck bent all night long, putting pressure on his chest. And not doing enough stretching. And that was the whole problem. And he said, boy, he was getting ready to go to another specialist. I said, next time they'll do an internal operation to see if they can see anything. All these x-rays, scans, waste of money. And in a half hour, we knock it out, basically.
Yeah.
I said, this can't be true. We were just teasing each other, and he felt so good after we stretched a little in the office. Anyway, I just want to say, and that's going to increase his lifespan because he could have got arthritis of the neck if that hadn't been corrected.
Not
that
to
simple
mention some
thing.
other stuff. That's right.
Deep.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we were both saying, deep.
Yeah.
All right, so the next few minutes, please consider the following questions. Why are so many of the elderly being stricken with Alzheimer's senility? Is this normal?
Think about this, folks. Think about your grandparents. Think about your mother and father. Think about the folks getting senile and getting Alzheimer's. Way too many.
Yeah.
And then, when you get older, are you supposed to lose your mind?
Right.
Whose plan was that?
Right. And do you know how hard it is to take of an Alzheimer's patient, take care of one?
Geez.
So you better tighten up your parents now. Yeah, the caregiving vibration is deep. Why is it that there's such an epidemic of chronic diseases that we mostly experience as we age? High blood pressure, heart and artery disease, cancer, sexual dysfunction, arthritis, digestive disorders, breathing disorders, chronic fatigue. Is it normal? I saw a lady in the hospital. She was stressed out because her father had prostate cancer, bypass surgery, and was elderly, and we both agreed it was all preventable, and it would have been less stress on her.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And that's why in Africa and places they don't have such problems. The elderly just are not as sick.
Yeah.
Is it really necessary when we get older for us to be on 5, 6, 10, 15 different 22
right.
different medications and have several major surgeries? Are there really good alternatives to drugs? Many times, yes. What fundamental biological mechanisms cause aging, and can these be retarded or reversed? Yes, and the earlier you start, the better and easier it is. What nutrients and lifestyle factors reduce aging? And what about sleep, sex, depression, memory, concentration, digestion? How can we maintain vitality in our major daily functions as we age? And why are free radicals such a big deal with aging? Because they bust up stable membranes and whatnot. And they come from poisons in the environment, which leads us to what role does our toxic environment, stress, immune deficiencies, and nutritional inadequacies play in aging?
I was listening to the presidential debate last night, and, basically all the presidents are kind of from an elitist group. However, I did hear Gore at least address the environment and address more alternative energy sources. And when I heard Bush talk, he was like a broken record. We need to bust the earth again and find some more wells and stuff and suck some more water. It was amazing. The toxic environment. At least you heard Gore address it over and over and over. He's done that all his career.
Yeah.
And so I would rather have a little something like that going on. I'm not really into any of that, but I was listening because I like to see people fight.
Yeah. It was interesting. We could comment. I mean, if y'all want to call up, we can start another anti-Rush Limbaugh.
Right. The heck with the life extension. Let's go to politics, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I mean, it may extend your life depending on who you vote for, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, when we go into life extension, I got to ask a further question, and I must even ask you to lend some doubt on the so-called accepted truths that we've been told by the establishment. Also want you to understand that my focus and emphasis at this point is to first be a healer, second a physician, and third a scientist. Because I have an intense interest in helping patients get well, live long, and be happy. Not to simply make as much money as possible. Not to be a prostitute to pharmaceutical companies or gatekeeper, putting people in various places in the institutions that we have medically. While our current healthcare system has not fared well, as evidenced by the affirmation modern-day illnesses plaguing Americans, and of course comparing us to other industrialized countries,
Oh, boy.
we must nonetheless continue to hold strong a vision of healthcare reform that goes beyond mere disease management, suppressing symptoms, and crisis intervention. We need to realize that true healthcare reform in America must take a more broad, open-minded perspective which combines the best of both traditional, classic medicine and holistic preventive techniques. What we're talking about is a new era of medicine and healing that realizes it's not a particular school of thought, but disease that's the enemy, so that whether it be drugs or acupuncture or surgery or herbs or meditation or vibrational medicine or prayer or some combination of these and other therapeutics, it doesn't matter. All these particular therapies can be used for healing, and they may have varying degrees of efficacy for different conditions or efficiency, credibility, and usefulness depending on the given set of circumstances. So why not blend the best of all healing techniques available from around the world to maximize health in America? Well, I'm here to tell you that a combination of medical and alternative holistic approaches we're talking about is the medicine of the future. So now let the future begin.
Yeah, and you want to know, folks, that America rates terribly below of all the industrial, nations. It does not rate well with a lot of the health indices, including the amount of cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, chronic degenerative illnesses, and the infant mortality rate, especially in the black community.
That's
so
right.
Keep that in mind.
That's right. And if you vote for me for president and John Richardson for vice president, or vice versa, we will guarantee a healthier America. Just write our names.
Right.
Right.
How about Ralph Nader for something?
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah. These 15 root causes of disease that we're talking about is chronic constipation and bowel toxicity, lack of good physical exercise, poor digestion and all. American dietary hazards, lack of live uncooked food in the diet, vitamin, mineral, nutrient deficiencies, food allergies, candida, yeast pathogens, and parasites, poor water drinking habits, liver weakness and inefficiency, environmental pollution, psychoneuroimmunology, the mind-body connection, adrenal stress syndrome or just plain stress, sleeping dysfunction, and infectious diseases, bacterial and viral. So there's things we must do about it.
See, folks, he just named the 15 root causes of disease. He didn't name it disease. He named the underlying root problems. When we have people come into our office, we try, we get the diagnosis, blah, blah, blah. Then we go into, okay, what's behind that? What has caused that? What is the causal relationships? What are your lifestyle, sleeping, cleansing, detoxification, all these kind of things. We have them hanging up on the wall when people come in. We say, okay, the title of your disease is so-and-so, but that's not really the problem. It's the things you're doing, breaking the root cause of illness that we need to get to and turn those around.
All right. That's right. Now, most importantly, dietary hazards are so common today in the restaurants, grocery stores, and homes across America.
Never. We're doing life extension techniques.
Life extension techniques.
So the first one
is dietary hazards.
Yeah.
We have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Because you are what you eat, and they have a causative link, these dietary hazards, to cancer, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and virtually all chronic diseases.
Folks want to skip past this. Well, how do I extend life, blah, blah, blah. They want to skip past this,
Oh,
this
yeah.
diet. You
Big
see.
time.
Well,
They
what's
really
the
do.
diet? I eat a good diet. And
Yeah. Give me an herb. Give me an
right.
IV.
Give me something like
you
that.
know.
Yeah, why do we put this first?
Yeah, that's
diet.
true.
What are you eating?
Dietary hazards include refined carbohydrates,
Right.
like honey buns, sugar,
Yeah.
caffeine, soft drinks. They suck the calcium out of your bones, soft
Right.
drinks, because of the phosphates.
Yeah.
Salt in general swell your cells up and cause cancer. Milk products cause cancer, diabetes, and leukemia, and all types of whack stuff. Overconsumption of any fats, saturated fats, trans fatty acids from regular margarine, partially hydrogenated oils, and all that junk food.
What does that do?
And what that does is set up free radicals and weaken the cellular membranes of the body and causes arteriosclerosis, which is hardening of the arteries. Food additives, artificial colors, preservatives, sulfates, BHT, BHA, MSG, sodium nitrate, nitrites. Just go and read some of the labels of the food.
Cancer, allergy, immune
Hormones.
system dysfunction.
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
could just put the disease on top of these things.
And then heavy metal toxicity.
Yeah, yeah.
So you better watch what you eat.
Yeah,
Solutions: eat whole foods diet. Eat as much organic food as possible. Shop at health food stores and farmers markets and read labels. Eat freshly prepared food and read, study, take classes. Possible newsletters. Go raw. All that stuff.
Uh-huh.
All right. Most people come to the office and do not drink adequate amounts of pure water, and we usually recommend 8 glasses a day depending on the diet, and it's one of the most frequently overlooked nutrients in many diets. Water is vital to good health, and digestion, absorption, circulation, excretion, transport of nutrients all depend on adequate water intake, even body temperature. Okay, so water is the most abundant ingredient. It accounts for 60 to 70% of body weight.
All right. The next thing, we're going to go back and forth here quick, and then we're going to go to a break. We're talking about air supply. Now, we talked about food. We talked about water. Now we're on air.
Basics.
Basics. We didn't go to herbs and all this fancy stuff yet. Are you breathing correctly? All right. Another important aspect to consider in our immediate environment is to raise our consciousness about the quality of air we breathe, especially in Atlanta or Los Angeles or Chicago or New York. You know, many of us are not aware that breathing polluted air wreaks havoc with our lungs, all sort of upper respiratory immune system problems. Yes, today much of our air is polluted with heavy metals, chemicals, poisons, molds, fungus, so much so that we recommend you consider the following. Spend as little time as you can in paint stores, new homes, condos, carpet stores, Home Depot, all this kind of thing. Why? It's because you're breathing toxic plastics, formaldehyde, rug, all this kind of thing. You may have to do liver detoxification. You may have to get an air purifier, something like this. Stay away from smokers. Stay away from secondhand smoke, which causes 1,000 deaths per year. We didn't say all the illnesses it causes. That's deaths it causes. Finally, consider purchasing a high-quality air filtration system. You can look at that.
All right. How about internal, external exercise?
Folks, these are life extension techniques.
Life extension
Yeah,
technique.
we talked about food. We talked about water. We talked about air. Now we talk about
Exercise.
Yeah.
And we talking about distinguishing between internal and external.
real important.
Most of us know about external exercise and the benefits, and regular physical exercise is surely a key component to good health. It burns fat, builds muscle, detoxes the body, stress relief, weight control, and regulating hormones. The list goes on and on and on and on. So about external exercise includes weightlifting, jogging, running, walking, dancing, stair climbing, stretching. Well, stretching may be internal, external. And the opposite of the side of the coin is internal exercise. And that would be like yoga, hatha, or kundalini meditation, qigong, raja yoga, tai chi, deep breathing, visualization, and tantra yoga. These
Very important.
internal healing arts are designed to balance the chi, or the life force, or the prana, or the mojo, stabilizing the
He likes
stre-
saying that.
Yeah, I know. Stabilizing the strength and the internal energy flow. And I want you to know that internal healing arts are quite necessary to help cleanse the mind of negative thoughts, get oxygen in the body and detox the lungs, and energize and detox the internal organs, circulate energy throughout the body, detox the lymphatic system, dissipate and redistribute stress, slow your world down so you can see that what underlying challenges you are facing, and feeling a tremendous increase in well-being and connectedness, and preparing for prayer if you so choose.
That's right. And can't tell you, and you do that well, and can't tell you how many people come into our office. Number one, they don't exercise. Number two, they are exercising, but they do external exercises. I go to the gym, I weight lift, I run, I do aerobics, I jog, I blah, blah, blah.
Sounds
and
like you can get burned out.
Well, you can, right. And you need the internal exercise. You need a balance. Then some people just doing the internal exercise and no external exercise. And that's not balanced either,
Right.
kind of thing. So you need to do both, folks. That's why that yoga, that tai chi, that deep breathing, all this kind of thing, meditation, all of that, you balance that with all the other stuff. You need both.
Yep.
You need both. The other thing is juicing and raw food. This is another life extension technique. Don't fool yourself. These are life extension techniques right here. We haven't even mentioned any herbs or tricky stuff yet. All right? Juicing and raw food, live food. Juicing and eating a live foods diet are two major league secrets to great health, increased longevity, and enhanced sexual potency. Don't kid yourself. Enhanced sexual potency from juicing and eating raw food. Ever see Juice Man? Improved digestion is another thing. From juicing and raw food, mental clarity. Our experience as doctors and healers, and my brother as a family man, has borne out that juicing, eating a live foods diet can and will have a dramatic positive effect on health, effectiveness, and happiness and success. You might ask, well, why does the body function so much better on fresh food? What does cooking and processing actually do to the nutritional value of food? Well, you should know that heating food beyond 110 to 120 degrees destroys the enzymes that the food contains. These enzymes helped us to pre-digest our food, thus avoiding having to manufacture, robbing the body's energy of reducing our capacity to manufacture enzymes for vital functions, and including maintaining our immune system and healing ourselves. Heating food destroys the vitamins and minerals that are originally present. Heat processing also destroys the oxygen that's available in fresh food, and helps us to resist disease. The reason juicing of fresh vegetables and fruits is so effective lies in the fact that you separate the vitamin, mineral elements, and the distilled water in the food from the fibers. This live liquid is digested and assimilated in a matter of minutes with hardly any effort. On the other hand, to extract the same nutrition from vegetables and fruits by eating normally would require our digestive processes involving significant labor and time, actually hours, to be expended by our digestive organs. Try drinking 16 ounces of fresh carrot juice or eating 7 large carrots. While the nutrition may be the same, it clearly would take much more time, effort, and energy to eat 7 carrots than to drink the juice.
All right, we have just a little more to go, but we're going to go to a break. This is Dr. William Richardson and Brother John Richardson, and this is WCLK, Community Health Forum, Community Forum, and this is our health show. And we are talking about life extension techniques, how to add years to your life and life to your years. And we'll be right back, 91.9 FM.
This program is brought to you by Nature's Own Herb Shop, helping people to live healthy, active lives. Formerly Brown's Health Food Store. Herbs, vitamins, minerals, supplements, and much more. Nature's Own Herb Shop is located at 628 South Central Avenue in Hapeville. Open from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. For more information, the number is 404-209-1969. 404-209-1969.
It's time to give a little bit. Join 14,000 volunteers and myself, Ken Beatty, for Hands On Atlanta Day on Saturday, October the 7th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. to make Atlanta a better place for us all. Join the WCLK team at A.D. Williams Elementary School in Atlanta in the Bowen Homes community. WCLK needs 200 volunteers to help with painting, landscaping, and general cleanup. For additional information or to register, the number is 404-875-8500 or www.handsonatlanta.com.
Hey Atlanta, this is Tomas Algarin, host of Latin Aura, and I am inviting you to team up with me and Ken Beatty, host of Hot Ice, as we take part in AIDS Walk Atlanta 2000, October 15th at Piedmont Park. All you have to do is to pick up your registration and sponsorship information from us here at WCLK during business hours. We are located at 111 James P. Brawley Drive. Then get your friends and family to sponsor you in the 10K walk, and on Sunday, October 15th at 12:30 p.m., join me and Ken Beatty at Piedmont Park as we hit the 10K trail to raise money in the fight against AIDS. So join our team as we do our part to help in this worthy cause. AIDS Walk Atlanta 2000, Sunday, October 15th. We hope to see you there.
Freddie Mac would like to offer safety tips to protect children. First, try dressing children in bright clothing so they'll be easy to spot in a crowd. Second, teach them to report to a store clerk or security guard if they get separated while holiday shopping, or use a designated place and time to regroup. If anyone has information on a missing child, please call 1-800-I-AM-LOST. Your call is confidential and may help save a young child's life. This message is a courtesy of Freddie Mac in Atlanta, wishing everyone a safe and happy Halloween. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by member-supported WCLK.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Georgia Cancer Specialist reminds all women that the best defense against breast cancer begins with frequent self-examinations, an annual medical exam, and a screening mammogram for women over 40. Studies have proven that early detection increases survival and treatment options. So, schedule an appointment today at the hospital or clinic of your choice. It may save your life. This reminder is courtesy of Georgia Cancer Specialists on the air because they care about the health of the women in Georgia. This has been a public service announcement for member-supported WCLK.
All right, Atlanta, we're back. This is WCLK 91.9 FM, and we're on Community Health Forum, and tonight we're talking about life extension techniques, how to add years to your life and life to your years. And if you're interested in more information on Dr. Richardson's medical practice, you can contact us on our health hotline, and you can reach us on the internet. The health hotline number is 404-696-3029. That's 404-696-3029. We have a website. It's pretty intense. It has a lot of information on it about these subjects. I think there's a life extension article on there and many other articles. The website address is www. Let's get it correct, www.acpm.net. That's www.acpm.net. And we also like to thank our sponsor, Nature's Own Herb Shop. And now she has Feeling Juicy, which is a juice bar. Go see Ardina Pierre down there in Hapeville. She has a setup for your health. So go and check it out. And that's what I think we wanted to say here. So we're going to go back to...
Yeah, one more announcement I want to say. I want
Yes,
to tell my son, Akimbola Iwashola Earl Richardson, happy birthday. It's his 8th birthday
listening?
today.
Oh.
And I want to say happy birthday, Akimbola, and I love you very much. And I love all of you children, Fola Akin, Olatunde, and Orisha Mola.
And he went on the way.
All right.
And he went on the way. So, folks, we're talking about... look at Ken. One on the way. He's got quadruplets on the way. You didn't know. No. Right. You did right. All right. We're talking about life extension techniques. Dr. Richardson, an expert on children. You guys didn't know that, of course. Yeah, we've done children's shows before. Actually, I had your wife on the show. And
Yeah.
actually had the children in the studio. And
Yeah, we'll have to get them
the
back.
children in. But anyway, we're talking about life extension techniques. Life extension techniques, how to add years to your life and how to add life to your years. And you notice we haven't mentioned a herb, a nutritional supplement, anything yet. We talked about the food. We talked about the air. We talked about the water. We talked about the exercise. And we talked about juicing and eating a more live, raw foods diet. Now, we're going to cover a few more things, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. So.
And it's important also to stabilize it for more chronic problems, for any chronic health problem or degenerative disease. And guess what? An impaired liver can result and greatly contribute to unlimited numbers of disorders, from skin diseases, environmental sensitivities, hepatitis, of course, hormone imbalances, because hormones are regulated in the liver, inflammatory joint disease, neurological disease. In fact, if you smoke enough marijuana, you can get gynecomastia. In other words, you can grow breasts, and that's because the marijuana affects the liver and stops the breakdown of female estrogen hormone, and you get an imbalance of estrogen to testosterone. So that should bring up some good conversation. Fibromyalgia, anemia, chronic fatigue syndrome, and all that sort of stuff. And remember, the liver is responsible for over 3,000 different functions in our bodies. So how to detoxify and heal the liver? Green juice with green apple, apple carrot juice, wheatgrass juice, enemas, especially coffee enemas, fresh vegetables, and colonics, of course, colonics massage and liver implants, coffee implants, fruits and salads, glutathione, liver detox, herbal teas, milk thistle, dandelion root, barberry, especially milk thistle, alpha lipoic acid, selenium, acupuncture, probiotics, or good bacteria, exercise, good sleep, and limiting oils and junk foods, and good vegetable broth, fresh lemon water, raw cultured vegetables, liquid chlorophyll or raw green juice again, and eliminate or limit fast food, fried food, junk food, sugar, refined meals. And last meal of the day should be a light one, especially if it's later.
That's right. So that's the liver. The liver is a very important organ, and if you get problems, if it's gets cirrhosis or it's sluggish, it's going to affect a whole lot of things. And the other piece to add to that is colon detoxification, and that's not listed in here, but a lot of people, 80% of the people that come into our office have a sluggish colon. Yeah, the constipated. So you need to add the fiber, the juices.
Yeah, and if anybody has hepatitis B or C, do not drink any alcohol. Zero tolerance with that.
So that's not known. Okay, the other thing on life extension We've mentioned the liver detox. We mentioned the colon detox. Now we go into the fasting. Consider periodic fasting. That is abstaining from food. There's a book highly recommended, Fasting Can Save Your Life by H.M. Shelton. There are many books, but that's a good one. Many life extension folks fast for 1 day out of the week, 2 to 4 times a month. And some people skip a meal. Some people drinking the pure water is very useful. Some people will fast on juices, broths, all this kind of thing. Fasting allows the body to rest, cleanse, and detox and reduce. You know, media would have us eat 24 hours a day, every hour on the hour, that kind of thing. So what's next?
Okay, guarding against nutritional deficiencies. And, you know, if you can get all nutrients from your diet except most likely vitamin E because you can't get enough of it without taking it. Actually, but if you eat a nutritionally deprived diet like most people, because the food isn't as strong as it used to be, then you may want to get vitamins, minerals, amino acids, fatty acids like from flaxseed oil and that sort of stuff. These will help you age gracefully. Consume as many cruciferous vegetables because of their anti-cancer, anti-tumor effect. That's like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and greens of all types.
All right, folks, now we're going to open up the phone lines, and while you're calling in, we're going to just go over a few more life extension techniques, and then we're going to turn the show over to you, see what you have to say about life extension techniques. You can call us at 404-880-9255. That's 404-880-9255. We're talking about life extension techniques, how to add years to your life and life to your years. You can call us at 404-880-9255. Of course, folks, you know you can call us on your home phone, business phone, cellular phone, pay phone, someone else's phone, shortwave radio, satellite dish, whatever, however you want to reach us, mental telepathy, whatever. 404-880-9255. We'll receive all kind of communications. 404-880-9255. Give us a call. We're talking about life extension techniques. What else do we got here?
Oh, for women in particular, consume as many soy phytochemicals as reasonable. Japanese women live very long and have very little breast, ovarian, and uterine cancer, and it's believed because they eat a low-fat diet and have low obesity, number one, and number two, because they do eat judicious amounts of soy. Avoid taking estrogen unless absolutely necessary. You don't have to take it all the time either. And detox the body, cleanse the liver, detoxification, consider progesterone, and etc.
Yeah. And for men in particular, get education and training. Now, this is life extension techniques, folks. In seminal retention, ejaculation control, and tantric yoga, there's something called the Karenza method. And it's important for men to conserve their seed. This is a tremendous life extender that has been mastered in the East and in Africa in the ancient times. This was paid attention to and is paid attention to quite a bit now. Also supplementing with saw pimento and pygium and selenium and some other herbs are prostate cancer preventive for men. Folks, the number here is 404-880-9255, 404-880-9255. We're going to take some calls now, and then we have a couple more life extension techniques that we do want to mention before the show is over. But let's get you involved now. Folks, there is a line open for you, 404-880-9255. I promise if you call now, you'll get in. 404-880-9255. Let's run to another call. For our first call. Caller, are you there? Caller,
hello?
You're on the air.
Oh, how you doing, brother?
Excellent.
Good. This is Brother Mel. I appreciate your program.
Yeah, thanks.
My question is, well, I'm concerned because I do Tai Chi on Mondays. I fast on Mondays. I juice on Monday. But that's the only day that I do it. How often should I be doing this in order to gain some benefit? I feel the benefits immediately, but by the time I get to Thursday or Friday, I can start feeling myself wearing down, so to speak.
Well, I think, you should listen to your body. And I think that Tai Chi you should practice it every day and get better and better. It sounds like you really like it. And I would definitely practice it mostly every day, honestly. And I would exercise equivalent of walking 2 miles a day, whether it includes Tai Chi and a brisk walk afterwards. Also,
I do like 28 laps in the pool.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 times a week.
Oh, well, that's good. That's helping. But I would also increase the Tai Chi. And I would also increase the juicing more to daily.
So maybe like 3 or 4 times a week?
at least, and then see how you feel, and sometimes try it daily and see how you feel.
And I want to clean up that juicer, man. That juicer gets messy.
Well, there's a lot of things we have to clean every day. But anyway.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, peace.
Touche. All right, folks, the number here is 404-880-9255, 404-880-9255. We might as well take another call.
Hello.
Caller, are you there?
Yes.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling.
Okay. I have a question about being a vegetarian.
Yeah.
I know that next week you all are going to address that.
In 2 weeks.
Oh, next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, it's something that I've been interested in for some time, and I know that it's basically behavior modification. It's not something you can just up and do overnight, wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going to be a vegetarian. How do you go about, is there a book that I can start reading?
There's some organization in Canada that's trying to stop cruelty to animals. And they will send you a vegetarian starter kit if you write this 888 number down.
Oh, I'm in my car.
Well,
okay.
it's
888. Go ahead and tell me. I'm going to...
It's easy. VEGFOOD. Veg food. 888 VEGFOOD.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, folks, the number here is 404-880-9255, 404-880-9255. And she's right. You have to be careful about just up and deciding to be a vegetarian because you have to know what you're doing, and we've been fed the wrong information over here. You do have to get your proper amount of protein, and you can overdo it with some kind of food and leave some other kind of foods. There's a balance to vegetarian eating. It's an art and a science. So she's right. It's good to study.
Yes, good to study. Unless you grow up in a vegetarian household.
But that's
naturally.
not her. That's not
right.
She was calling you.
Right.
Okay, folks, 404-880-9255. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson.
How you doing today?
Good.
Excellent.
I wanted to ask you a question. I was up north a few weeks ago, and they had a West Nile virus that was being spread by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was just wondering if you could get the West Nile virus from mosquitoes, which is a blood thing, why can't you get HIV or AIDS from mosquitoes?
Well, yeah, that was I went to Belize, Central America when that was first being discussed, and everybody was real worried because they have mosquitoes galore in South America, and I haven't heard of a case doing that. I haven't heard it in the literature because I look at all these journals every day, medical journals, because they come to me. But man, that's a good question. But
I'm just saying, all right, if now
we
haven't
seen it though.
I'm just saying it's a fact that certain mosquitoes can give you the West Nile virus up north.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, if you knew that and they put you in a glass tube and put the mosquitoes on somebody who had AIDS, would you be afraid to be bitten by those mosquitoes?
I mean, I'm always good.
That's a good way to
it's
put it.
always good to be paranoid. Number one, I don't know what research has been done. Maybe it's been done, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. And I'll tell you what, I'll ask my infectious disease friends that question.
Thank you so much.
All right, I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
I've always had that question, too. Thank you. 404-880-9255, 404-880-9255. Folks, we're talking about life extension tonight. Give us a call. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Go ahead and make your comment.
Hi, Dr. Richardson. I'm interested
Yes.
in getting a colonic, but I was told that it's potentially bad for you because it can push the toxins further up into your body. Is that correct or incorrect?
I haven't heard that particular question, so to speak. I've always seen it bring toxins out of the body, just like an enema would. Basically, it's just a glorified enema with many more benefits because it's controlled situation and whatnot. I have not seen it do that. I guess you could get it even would decrease healing crises because it really does pull the toxins out of the body. The dangers with colonics would be people who have had certain types of colon surgery and all these sorts of things. But in general, for the general population, it's not very dangerous.
Well, the other danger is people just relying on that for health. If you just come in and get a colonic and don't understand the need for water, fruits, vegetables, and fiber and cleansing and detoxification of the other internal organs, it can be, a very limited benefit. And a lot of people have that mentality. They don't want to change anything about their diet, lifestyle, all these kind of habits. They just want that colonic. And, that's another danger of putting you to sleep from what you really need to be doing.
Right.
So, okay?
Well, thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
404-880-9255, 404-880-9255. We're talking about life extension techniques in Atlanta, and we're going to run to another call. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Hello?
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thank you for calling.
I had a question that may be really, really basic. You've mentioned a couple of times about juicing.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what that means?
Juicing is the separation of the indigestible pulp from the water and the colloidal minerals and vitamins and proteins and other nutrient substances within the plant or the fruit. And for instance, apple juice, that you've seen apple juice, of course.
Right.
Okay, so that's juice. So they just use the juicer and make it. The only thing with pasteurized juice is that the juice is dead, and therefore all the enzymes are dead, the minerals are less assimilatable, most of the vitamin C is killed by the pasteurization processes. It's better to eat juice raw and live, freshly made.
So how do you do that at home?
You get a juicer, you buy a juice extractor, and you do it. So just go and get a juice extractor.
You also said like vegetables and things?
Yeah, you can do vegetables. You go to health food stores and go on and get you a book on juicing, and many of the health food stores will sell you a juicer.
You'll never do a more important thing for your health. It's so powerful, and it's a life extender.
And so you can substitute juicing, say, 3 or 4 times a week in place of eating?
Not necessarily. You would eat it as a beverage. You would drink it as a beverage before you eat. It does not replace eating per se unless you're fasting on juices, and that would be what you choose to do. So I would, for instance, drink like spinach, carrot, Granny Smith apple juice, say a cup of that before lunch or dinner.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, bye.
Yeah, it's a great replacement for like vitamins and all this kind of thing. A lot of people take their vitamins. I don't particularly take so many vitamins. I get mine from my food and from my juice. I'm certain that like green juice has so many vitamins in it.
And then the green parts of like the cantaloupe or something like that. If you get down, if it's succulent enough, the bioflavonoids in the white part of the citrus, giant green salads, all that.
All right, we're going to run to another call, 404-880-9255 Atlanta. Give us a call. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thank you for calling.
How you doing, Dr. Richardson?
Excellent, thank you.
Great, fantastic. Dr. Richardson, you've been speaking about anti-aging.
Yep.
I wanted to ask you about the new hormonal precursors that's out. What do you think about them?
Oh, like DHEA and all that sort of stuff?
Right.
Yeah, we use that to an extent. It's not the main thing I like to use. Like we've been emphasizing very basic things, and we start basic first, the ABC basics. But the hormones, the precursors, as well as the other hormones, there's ways we measure it in the saliva, and we actually test that.
I understand.
It's not necessarily the first thing we do. Now, I think that if you're imbalanced with it, which is why we test it, it could be harmful to even take them.
Of course.
But otherwise, if it's balanced and there's a little deficiency, and we figure the pathway's good, then we will go on and treat a person with that based on the test.
And what would you consider imbalanced hormones?
Well, if you have let's say you have a deficit of testosterone and a deficit of DHEA, then we might give you a little DHEA, and that may raise the testosterone level. Okay. But a lot of these things can be helped with steady exercise and good, clean living, too.
And what would an average person use as symptoms for a deficiency, say, in thyroid?
Thyroid. Say thyroid, yeah, hormones are very complex, but thyroid, if it's a deficiency, you would have sluggishness, weight gain, slow reflexes, just slow talk and whatnot, and that would probably need to be verified by blood tests, or you can do certain temperature tests. But hormones are nothing to play with. It's very complex.
All right, caller, we're going to have to run.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
All right.
404-880-9255. 404-880-9255. Atlanta, we're having a lively discussion of life extension techniques. So give us a call. I think we have a line or two open. Let's run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
you're on the air.
Okay, great. Hello, Dr. Richardson.
Hello.
I have a question to ask concerning the Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, is it any known cause for Alzheimer's?
Well, there's things that are associated with it, and they're still trying to figure it out totally. Certainly, stress is associated with it because it helps put abnormal free radical damage within the brain cells, and meditation helps because it pulls down abnormal cortisone levels. So anti-stress techniques, meditation, keeping the brain functional, eating a low-fat, high-fiber diet, keeping the arteries clear of arteriosclerotic disease, staying away from aluminum. Make sure everybody in the audience here throw away all your aluminum-containing antiperspirants.
Okay.
And then aluminum pots and pans have been associated with it. So I think we can avoid it, and we need more research on it, but I think you definitely need to try to avoid it like those.
We did have a radio show on it, so you can visit us on the internet, get information, and even order the tape.
Order the tape if you want.
Okay.
Okay, and one quick question,
Very
please.
quick. Uh-huh.
Okay, concerning pure water, what do you consider pure water?
Well, that's a good question. At least filtered, spring, maybe distilled. My favorite is good, pure spring water. Otherwise, I like filtered water. But, you got to try something.
There are books on the market on it. Caller, we're going to have to go.
Okay, appreciate you
Thanks.
guys.
All right, peace. We're going to go to a break again. This is WCLK, Community Health Forum. I'm Dr. Richardson and John Richardson talking about life extension techniques, how to add years to your life and life to your years. And we're 91.1 FM, WCLK. We'll be back.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Hello. Yes, this is Dr. Richardson and John Richardson. We're talking about life extension techniques, and we're going to go right to some supplements. We're talking about garlic. Eating garlic on a regular basis or supplements stimulates the immune system, lowers fats in the blood, and prevents cholesterol buildup.
Right. Then there's melatonin. And a lot of people, when they get over 40, are melatonin deficient. It's a sleep aid that tells the pineal gland sleep. And so if you take it at low doses, it increases your ability to sleep and your deep sleep, which builds immune system, all this kind of other thing. Then there's
DHEA, which is really the most important or abundant hormone in humans. It's essential for many physiological functions, and it can be deficient and be related to diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, immune dysfunction, etc. And that's why we measure it very careful.
Yeah, and then there's coenzyme Q10, which is an excellent preventive, life extender, antioxidant, this kind of thing, good for heart and artery diseases. Was it the #1 prescription in Europe or something?
Japan for heart disease, yeah.
And
then don't forget about happiness, laughter, fun, play, meditation, and there's scientific evidence behind that.
And don't forget about EDTA, chelation therapy. Visit us on the website. You can get information. It's an intravenous technique that's designed to reverse arteriosclerosis, clean out the arteries, remove heavy metals, and deal with all kind of problems, heart and artery diseases and cancer and Alzheimer's, all this kind of thing related to the arteriosclerosis and the heavy metals. We're going to run to the calls and get on out of here, Atlanta. Caller, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, please make your comment quickly.
Yes, hi. I have a comment and then a quick question.
Yes.
I just heard you talking about the effects of marijuana as far as growing breasts on brothers, or men, I should say.
Yeah.
And I was just curious because the amount of marijuana that Rastamen smoke, I would expect all of them to be walking around with huge breasts, and I haven't evidenced that, and I'm quite familiar with them.
Oh, you've
So-
looked at all the breasts, huh?
Well, I mean, I see
I'm
their
just
chest.
kidding.
I mean, I've seen them, and I have
Yeah.
had 2 husbands that were rosters.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's not in everyone,
Uh-huh.
and I'm glad you called, but certainly I have definitely clinically seen it in some of my friends who are Rastas.
What's
So
the second comment?
okay, the second question is about marijuana and lungs, as far as lung
It's
cancer.
terrible for it.
it's terrible for lungs. It probably can cause lung cancer
Yeah.
if it's abused. Now, I happen to think marijuana should be it's to me a medicine that can be used, but if it's abused, I don't think it's meant to be abused.
Smoking or drinking, would you suggest, as a medicine?
Oh, drinking, of
Yeah,
course, or
as you-
chewing.
As a tea.
Because we're not chimneys, and we're not meant to smoke anything,
So any smoke going into the
Any
body
smoke.
is detrimental.
including incense.
Yeah. Okay.
Open the windows when you do incense. We've always done it, but it's been outside.
Oh, really? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We're going to go to our
Good
next
question.
call. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
Go ahead with your comment quickly.
My question was, I just had a baby 4 months ago,
Yes.
and I wanted to do some dieting as far as losing the weight, and I wanted to know what can I do being that I'm breastfeeding.
Well, the main thing to do is certainly you want to do the basics, plenty of water, and start an exercise program, walking, toning. I mean, to me, it would be mainly diet and exercise. I wouldn't take any stimulatory types of things. And I'd be careful whatever herbs I take at this point, unless they're nutritional. And I would use the fiber, and at 4 months, say after 6 to 9 months, you can start doing some cleansing herbs if you choose to.
Okay.
And then more go vegetarian diet for sure. If you're not a vegetarian, get off of that fat, and just start exercising. But I would start with the basics. Get a 10 to 15% fat diet. That's what I would do. And read books like what's that book?
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy, Children, the Vegan,
Vegan
Diet. Also,
We carry them in our office.
yeah, what's that book called? Well, it's called. I can't remember it. I'll remember it. Just
All right,
listen.
caller, we're going to have to run.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
We're going to run to our next caller. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Please make your comment quickly.
That book is Foods That Cause You to Lose Weight.
Okay, good.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
go
on the air. Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm calling in reference to, I've been dealing a lot with stress, and I know it's 2 weeks ago you talked about that.
Uh-huh.
And basically, I'm having a lot of problems with bacteria infections. So what would you suggest for that?
Are you under stress?
Yes.
And what type of bacterial infections?
Yeast, repeatedly over and over down through the last 3 months, goes and comes.
Yeah. Well, you may need to look at the bowel, what's going on in the colon, and take some cleansing and then put some probiotics in there, the good bacteria in the colon, because a lot of times yeast can come from it can seed into the vagina from the colon. With stress, you want to control it. You want to pray, meditate, do all that sort of stuff, and really work with that. But the yeast, also sugar, and your diet has to be curtailed because they can make yeast grow.
Also, you want to know
There's
there's certain...
probiotic.
Probiotics are like the good bacteria.
What you can do is go to the internet at www.acpm.net and look up our article on yeast candida and all that. It has all that spelled out. There's certain herbs that kill the yeast in the gastrointestinal tract and otherwise, but we can't go over all that now.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right, we're going to run to our probably
Bye-bye.
final call for the evening. Thank you. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Very briefly, I'm a smoker, and I want to know the doctor's recommendation. I want to quit as it relates to taking herbs and some of his recommendation. And I listen to your program quite often. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the herbs would be St. John's wort and lobelia, and you can get that in any herb shop. But more importantly is the behavior modification. Are you there?
Yes, I'm
Do
here.
you smoke in the house?
Yes.
Okay, quit smoking in the house today.
Okay.
Smoke no more in the house. Do you smoke in your car?
Yes.
Quit smoking in your car. Do not smoke in the house or the car or anybody's house and car, period, from this day on, forever.
Mm-hmm.
Put your hand on the radio. No. All right.
Okay.
And then third thing is, do you smoke first thing in the morning or what?
I used to, and I'm trying to stop that, but I do it occasionally.
Okay,
Yes.
don't do it. You know, if you're drinking, man, you wouldn't drink first thing in the morning. You know, give yourself, wake up, you got a James Brown CD?
Yeah.
Okay, put James Brown on, dance a little, eat some fruit, drink some water, and then take a shower, eat some oatmeal or whatever, grits, and then go outside and smoke.
Good.
Got it?
Good.
And keep working with it.
Thank you.
If you
Thank
need
you very
any more
much.
help, come and see me. Peace.
Yeah.
We
All right,
do
bye.
have a book on how to stop smoking. We do have a video on how to stop smoking. Get on all that on the internet. I see the line still ringing, so there's people still interested in. So maybe you can get in next time. I'm glad you were with us this time.
All right. We want to thank all the callers and all the listeners for supporting us and supporting WCLK, the only jazz station in the city. And that's 91.9 FM for anybody who wants to know. And, you know, we just really enjoy being here and talking to you all. Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to get on out of here. Tonight we've had a great discussion on life extension techniques, how to add years to your life and life to years. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want more information on Dr. Richardson's medical practice, upcoming radio shows, articles we've written, all this kind of thing, blah, 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 et cetera, and so on, what you can do is visit the website or call our health hotline, which has our office number and all that kind of thing. We do have an office here and a large operation that we do holistic preventive medicine. The website address is www.acpm.net. The website address, www.acpm.net. And don't forget, in 2 weeks, we'll be here to go over the fundamentals about why and how in becoming a vegetarian. The whys and hows of becoming a vegetarian. That's October 18th. For Dr. William Richardson, this is John Richardson signing off on WCLK 91.9 FM.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.